All right, so I know you're excited to hear my voice, even though I'm not there. But I'll always be there, right? I'd never get rid of me. So, Miss Crump is gonna give you, or whoever your sub winds up being, I think it's Miss Crump, is gonna give you these note sheets. You're gonna glue both pages into your journal, and you're just gonna independently watch this video on your Chromebook and take the notes as you go. I do want you to listen to the sound as well as watch the video. And I expect your notes to be filled out, and you're going to need the notes in order to do what Miss Crump is going to give you when you're finished. So, um, this is the key. You don't have to write that. So we're going to be able to graph an equation in slope-intercept form. We've done this a little bit, but now we're like officially taking notes. So a slope-intercept form equation looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. And we've done this a little bit, but the b is the y-intercept. And the m is the slope. So when we're graphing a line, first we plot the y-intercept on the y-axis. Then we plot some more points by counting the slope, and then we connect the points. So let's try one. So if we have the equation y equals 3x minus 2. First we got to identify the y-intercept. The y-intercept would be negative 2. Notice you keep the sign with it. And the slope would be 3. Keep the sign with it too. There is no sign, so it's positive. It tells us first to graph the y-intercept on the y-axis, so y is up and down, a point at negative 2. And then remember, a whole number is always over 1, even though we don't write it that way. So we're going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and run 1. Remember, I've talked about this, 1, 2, 3, 1, that you go to the right on this one. It's not always right, but it is this time because it's a positive slope. And when I do step 3, connect those lines. So that was a good line. When I connect those lines and from left to right, that's going to be a positive line. And my slope was positive, so that's correct. You've already graphed a line, which is a skill you're going to use through your whole math careers. So let's do another example. Let's do y equals negative 4x plus 4. Like that. All right, so the y-intercept is positive 4 because it's plus 4. And the slope is negative 4 because I'm keeping the sign. So first plot your y-intercept. Negative 4 on the y-axis. Negative 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then counting my slope, rise, and then it's over 1 because it's a whole number. Rise 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then remember it's going to want to be a negative slope. So I'm going to go, oh, nobody told me I messed up. That's because nobody's here. All right, it was positive 4 was the y-intercept. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then rise is up and down, so I could go down, because if I go up 4, I'm going to run out of room. So let's go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then run, I'm going to run this way. And you can do that by trial and error, but I ran that way because when I connect those dots, my slope was negative, remember, over here. So from left to right, it needs to go down. So I had to go that way for my second dot, so my line would be going down. Alright, kind of printed funny down here, but example 3. Let's do y equals 3 over 2x plus 1. So the y-intercept is 1. The slope is 3 over 2. Um, so plot my y-intercept, 1. And then this one is a fraction, so rise over run, 1, 2, 3, up, 3, and then 1, 2 over. And I went that way because when I connect those lines, it'll be positive. You can also do your rise and run down. I could go 1, 2, 3, and over 2 this way, as long as it's still in line with how I know it should be positive. Connect them, and you've done another line. All right, example 4. Let's try this. Y equals -1/2 minus 4, 1/2 x, oops. The y-intercept, remember the b, -4. And the slope is -1/2, keeping the signs with everything. So I plot my y-intercept, -1, 2, 3, 4. And then count my slope, rise 1, run 2. And make sure whichever way I go, it's going to show a negative slope, left to right, going down. Little man walking down from left to right. It shows a negative slope. All right. Well then, I guess it's all on, well for me it's all on one page. If it happens to print on 2 pages whenever I give it to you all, then Miss Crump will give you 2 pages. If it's just on the 1 page, then obviously it's just 1 page. So Miss Crump's going to give you some activities that have you use this skill. If you've got questions, you can always comment on this Google Classroom post, and I should see it pretty quick. Maybe not immediately, but I could probably help. So be good for Miss Crump. Don't let me get a bad note when I get back. I know I won't. So have a good rest of your day.